Today we'll be talking about the top players in the NBA that are under 25 years old. Just to make it clear, these rankings are based on their potential and the chances we think they have of actually reaching it. Let's get started.
At number 10, we have Jabari Parker. The reason he's number 10 and not higher on this list is because of his injuries, but the reason he is actually on this list is because of how well he came back from his previous injuries. When he tore his ACL the first time, he averaged 12 points per game, and when he came back the next season, he increased his points, and he increased it again last season.
And at number 9, we got Brandon Ingram. He started off the season struggling really hard. His player efficiency rating never really kind of cleaned up itself there. But considering he was drafted like 6'7", 185 pounds, you can kind of, understand playing in a league with guys at his position, typically 220. Also, on a monthly basis, his stats were picking up and his game was getting easier, passing the eye test, and he's reportedly also gained an extra 3 inches since getting drafted last summer.
At number 8, we got Devin Booker. At only 20 years old last season, he put up 70 points in a game. He can heat up fast, and he kind of reminds me of Klay Thompson. He can hit the 3, and in my opinion, he handles the ball better than Klay does. He'll definitely need to work on his defense to become more of a complete player, but offensively, he's lethal.
At number 7, we have Joel Embiid. Last year, he averaged 20 and 7 in only 27 minutes per game, and that was a minutes restriction because of his injuries. And he only played 31 games, so him being number 7 is actually very generous because he can actually, if he played the whole season, he would probably be number 1 or 2 on this list.
At number 6, we got Andrew Wiggins. He's very athletic and has been improving every season since he's been in the league. He came in the league averaging about 13 points per game. Now he's in his past season, which was his 3rd season, he was at up about 19. He has the potential to be a great defender. I say he needs to put on more weight so he can defend guys a bit bigger than him, not get bullied. But with Jimmy Butler coming into the Timberwolves, Andrew Wiggins is going to get less attention on him, which is going to, allow him to get better looks.
He also has Cat on his team too.
And he has Karl Anthony Towns.
And I like them using him at the 2 more.
Yeah, and he can look up to Jimmy Butler as sort of a mentor. So, that'll really help him learn the NBA, and I feel like he has some pretty good potential there.
Yeah, no, for sure. And at number 5, we have one of the most efficient and understated centers in the league, Nikola Jokic. He actually came in a couple years ago, the same year as Karl Anthony Towns and Kristaps, finished 2nd in Rookie of the Year voting, above Kristaps. Last year, he actually had the 7th best offensive rating in the whole league at 125.8. He had a true shooting percentage that was ranked 4th overall out of every single player at 64%, and his assist percentage was at 28.7. The only player who had a higher offense or true shooting percentage and assist percentage that wasn't a backcourt player was actually LeBron.
Yeah. Number 4, we have Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis he's like a jack of all trades. He can dribble. I wouldn't call him a KD, but he can dribble to an extent where power forwards can't guard him off the dribble. He can take them like out to the 3-point line and break them down and score through him.
Yeah, and I don't know if you heard about it, but Kendrick Perkins, who was teammates with Kevin Garnett and Anthony Davis, compared him to a combo of the 2 of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the reason we actually have him a bit lower is because he has a history of getting injured.
Yeah.
So every season, whenever I'm choosing my fantasy teams, before I'd pick him 1st, whatever, 2nd. But now I question it because I honestly think every season he's bound to get injured.
Yeah, he's not a very good fantasy
But when
player.
he's playing and he's healthy,
he's one of the best.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, yeah.
And so at number 3, we got Kristaps, and I'm pretty sure we all know why. 7'3" with 7'7" wingspan.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, can shoot like 40% from the 3-point line, take you off the dribble. He's a shot blocker. He can score in the paint.
People compare him to Dirk, but the thing that separates him from Dirk Nowitzki is that Dirk couldn't do what he does off the dribble and outside. Like, obviously they can both shoot threes, but Dirk couldn't break them down like Kristaps can.
he's a unicorn. You don't see much of this.
Yeah, but Dirk is also one of the very few guys. He's a unicorn in his own sense in the fact that he's a double-double rebounder in his prime. Something Kristaps is probably never going to be. He's probably going to be about 7 or 8 for his career.
It's potential. This is potential. Potential is like what we're going to see in the future. So.
Yeah.
So at number 2, we got Karl Anthony Towns.
Now, Karl Anthony Towns, you could argue, is the most overall polished big man in the NBA. He's got great post-up game, can knock down threes, spot-up shooter, can take you off the dribble, rebounding, shot blocking, stealing the ball. He's a pretty decent passer.
Yeah, looking at these stats from his first year to second year, he actually improved so much where he was actually considered to be an all-star. But the thing is, the West is so stacked. I don't know if he was going to be an all-star.
He might get there next year.
Yeah, no,
and
but the thing is, there's more in the West now.
Yeah, that's true.
There's more people in the West. Like I know, not Chris Paul. It was Paul George is now in the West.
I see, but he's a big man. I feel like he's gonna dominate so much next year, and Minnesota's gonna be a better team. I feel like he'll crack it, the All-Star team.
And it was also crazy how in his first season you had some people trying to say he was the best center in the league.
And out of all the big guys, he's actually stayed healthy so far. So he stays healthy.
One thing he needs to work on is his defense, though. He's one of the worst defenders in the league as a center.
He's still blocking shots.
He gets the numbers, he doesn't get the efficiency.
Not the efficiency, though.
Okay, let's get to number one.
So, number one, we got, I think we all agree that he's the future face of the league, the Greek freak, Giannis.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
We're not even going to try saying his last name. We'll go with Giannis.
Antetokounmpo.
You know, he's 6'11", 7'5" wingspan. He's long and he can defend multiple positions. He can also play 1 through 4 for sure, and possibly 5. And from what I judged in the last year's playoffs, what he did to the Raptors, that's just like the beginning of what we're gonna see.
And my bad. And people keep talking about his shot, but against the Raptors, if he can shoot like he did against the Raptors, he will be the next face of the league.
Yeah, he shot 40% from 3 during the playoffs, whereas it was only 27% during the year.
He killed the Raptors.
And his offensive rating during the playoffs last year was also plus 10.4. Their offense was literally 10 points better when he was on the floor. He had the 11th highest usage rating, but the only player in the playoffs who had higher usage rating and field goal percentage was LeBron. So the only player who played better in playoffs was LeBron James, the man who averaged a triple-double in the finals.
Yeah, he seems to be like the future face of the league. Well, with that was our top 10 players that we think have the highest potential in the next few years that are under the age of 25. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below what you guys think.
Peace.